Here we are, Genesis chapter 20, and we see history repeating itself. Deja vu, so to speak. Abraham once again lies, saying Sarah is his sister, not his wife. But if there's a lesson to be learned here, it's that a half truth is a full lie. All right. Abimelech asks him, "Why have you done this to me? Why have you brought the judgment of God upon me by lying, saying this is your sister rather than your wife?" And he once again gives the same answer he gave before, which is, "I was afraid you would kill me and take my wife, but she is my sister because we have the same father, even though we have a different mother." And so he's justifying the lie. So he's just not making it about a thin air. He's saying, "Here's the truth. I just didn't tell you the whole truth." And many times people justify their actions and thoughts by that type of logic. We see Abimelech here, though, saying, "You could have cursed me." And once again, we see Abimelech wanting to do right. We see God show him in a dream, even though he's not an Israelite. There is a uh, conscience of the law of God written upon his heart that you're not to take another man's wife, right? So we see the moral law of God upon people's hearts, and they know right and wrong. And those in power and leadership are to enforce this moral law. So, especially us as Christians are to walk in this. And Abraham wasn't necessarily trying to not obey it, but he was trying to just save his neck rather than trust in God and allow him to work out the details, allow him to, uh, trust that he's going to fulfill his promise. And so over and over again, we see Abraham doing things which are unnecessary because God has his back. And we know he trusts God to have his back. He just unfortunately throws some other people under the bus. And probably for Abraham's sake or for their sake, God, knowing their intent was not wicked, spares their life, reveals to them supernaturally this truth. And so that's interesting to note. Even this person that's not, with Abraham has a supernatural revelation. So God can show that to anyone. But don't lie. Don't tell half truths. A half truth is a full lie. Let that be our moral lesson today. Speak the truth. Trust in God.